In this video, I'm going to give a quick comparison between the original Dualsense and the Dualsense Edge controller to tell you if it's actually worth upgrading your controller to the Dualsense Edge, or should you stick to the original Dualsense controller. And we're going to compare the two different models to see what the difference is and what could be better between the two. Now, the first major difference between the two different models is the battery life. So you'll actually get more battery life with the original Dualsense controller than the Dualsense Edge. The Dualsense Edge only has 4 hours of battery life. The Dualsense has like double the amount of battery life. So you're gonna be using the cable that comes with the Dualsense Edge a lot with your controller, while with the Dualsense controller, you're gonna be having a longer life. In terms of the weight and the feel, both feel the same weight overall, and they both work pretty much the exact same in terms of connection. In terms of the joysticks, definitely the Dualsense Edge takes the cake with this one, or takes the advantage, just because the actual case has multiple different options in terms of the replaceable joysticks, and also because of the stick drift. Basically, the Dualsense Edge has actually solved this issue because we have this release panel at the back here. So as you can see, we actually have an ability to replace these different joysticks quite easily. So yeah, we have these levers that we can pull up and then take those out and then replace them with new modules. So that's the reason why the Dualsense Edge is absolutely incredible. You can easily just take them out by sliding up this lever. They'll just pop out like that. And then you can easily just slide them back in, pull down the lever, basically just pushing those back in, and you're basically back to square one. We can also replace our joysticks by doing that. So that's a big feature. We've also got the back paddles, which is something that the original Dualsense does not have. Also, in terms of the feel overall, like each of the paddles on the Dualsense Edge does feel a lot nicer. Like we have specific extra things, like this has some extra parts of it. I like the rounded sort of part of this as well. But apart from that, the sort of gel finish on these original pads sort of feel the same. So yeah, we got extra features, and we've also got the 3 different sort of locking mechanisms for the 2 back paddles here as well. We have the ability to choose different functions and abilities with these, which is why we have these 2 bottom function pads. But also with that, we have, you know, customizable profiles and stuff for the PlayStation when connecting this to your PlayStation. So that's something that we don't have with this Dualsense controller, is customizable profiles with buttons that do different functions, such as these back paddles. You can customize different buttons to do different things on different profiles. So that's another feature. We've also got a slightly different look with the Dualsense Edge. So as you can see, simply put, these buttons are blacked out, and the actual motion pad here is blacked out as well. And we also have sort of mini logos for the PlayStation that appear there. So that's a nice little touch that they have there on the Dualsense Edge. Just a nice little extra thing there, as well as that. And we've also got extra features in terms of the connection. So the Dualsense Edge does come with this case, which is a very nice case. And it also comes with this really nice braided cable. Now with this braided cable, we have this extra locking mechanism that we can put in, which is this thing. And that's just an extra little feature, so it won't fall out ever with this PlayStation controller. So basically you just lock that in like this, and now the locking mechanism has this sort of extra pins, and we have extra pin connections here, so we basically can just slide that in, and that's never gonna really fall out. So that's just an extra thing there on top of what we've already got with the Dualsense Edge. Basically, we have very similar functions overall with the controllers, you know, basic wireless capabilities, The major things with the Dualsense Edge is just having that locking mechanism. We have the customizable joysticks, we have the back paddles, customizable profiles, we have an updated sort of face with different new features. We also have, customizable modules as well, just in case we get stick drift. The thing that the Dualsense does have that the Dualsense Edge doesn't have also, which is a minor thing, is just like different colors. So different sort of faces, different sort of face plates and colors. This is the blue version, you can get the limited edition versions and all sorts like that. That's the thing that I hope to see with the Dualsense Edge in the future. Now, in terms of having both controllers, I'm definitely going more towards the Dualsense Edge now at this point. It just feels more like the Pro controller, has a few extra features. I'm liking the sort of rounded edges, and every time I go back, it definitely feels, even though it feels sort of the same way overall, maybe the Dualsense Edge does feel a little bit heavier. It feels a bit more plastic or a little bit more toy-like with the Dualsense Edge controller. It doesn't feel like the premium controller that I originally had when I originally first bought this PlayStation 5 and the Dualsense controller. At first I was really blown away by it, but now that I have this, every time you go back to it, it doesn't feel as good. So definitely getting the Dualsense Edge and upgrading is worth it in terms of that point. You get a couple of extra back paddles as well, and we get the nice case with this sort of back paddle, so basically we can charge on the go as well, and we have that portability with this case as well. So it has a lot of really nice features. Not everybody's going to use all of these features with the Dualsense Edge. Customizable profiles aren't something that I use every single day or really utilize at all, but just having some of the basic features on this controller and having the upgraded feel with customizable joysticks, and battery life doesn't really bother me that much with this controller because I just use the cable all the time. I'm not really that far away from the PlayStation 5 at all times, and having this locking feature is pretty good. So yeah, getting the upgraded feel of the controller has been worth it to me because I'm using it every single day, so it is worth it. Those are my thoughts and feelings. Like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys next time.